guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Zaina, or aka Z. Welcome back if you are not new here. Today we're going to be focusing on a week of workouts and just kind of going through what I did for this last 6 weeks while I've been in my cut. I'm starting a April summer challenge to kind of prepare and tone up for the summer. So if you want to follow along in that challenge, follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I'll be doing daily posts about that. I'll talk about it a little bit more. I really want to do a recap of my cut for you guys. I'm hoping to get that video out next Sunday. Life be life and though, so work with me if I don't. But follow me on my socials. I will be posting daily starting on Tuesday. Getting back into this video, we're just doing pretty much a week of workouts. I posted one a little bit ago, I want to say in January, and it kind of did well. I'm starting out here, so just continuously finding what's good and what's not for myself. I made some challenges. I kind of changed. I went from training legs 3 times a week to 2 times a week, to training back 2 times a week instead of 1 time a week. So just kind of seeing how my body would fluctuate with that change. I actually kind of realized that I do like training legs 3 times a week if your goal is glute growth, and that was one of mine. And so I did see some loss and gains there. But then when I started training back 2 times a week, I saw a lot of growth in my back. So kind of up and down thing. But yeah, we'll get into more of the recap and the changes in my cutting video that I want to put out soon. This one is just kind of walking you through my current workouts, kind of letting you guys know. So my cardio and my warm-ups are not in this video. I just kind of spaced on recording them every single day. I just didn't. For cardio, my cardio does fluctuate. I did start coaching at Orange Theory recently, so I pretty much do my cardio there and I don't record. I don't think I can record over there. So majority of my cardio looks like an Orange Theory class. I will walk on the treadmill. Like today, for example, I walked on the treadmill for 20 minutes after incline, a 3.4 speed. Nothing too crazy. Sometimes I give myself sprint intervals, sometimes I don't. I haven't given myself one since the beginning of this cut. I am fasting for Ramadan, so I did cut down my cardio. So this week is one of those weeks where you won't see me doing a lot of cardio. My abs, I do abs. I did start incorporating core work again though, but that I only recorded it once. So I think that's gonna be at the end of this video. I want to say I recorded it today. So I will put that in towards the end. I only recorded it once, but I do that workout 2-3 times a week. So I think I did it Monday, Tuesday, and then today. My current split is currently 2 leg days, 2 back days, 1 upper body day, which is kind of just, it's really more of a push day, and then 1 active recovery day, and then 1 completely rest, which is my Sundays. That's kind of my regather day. Obviously grocery shopping, that type of stuff. I may throw in a yoga in there on Sundays if I feel like I need to stretch. I have been incorporating yoga and taking a yoga class on Saturdays post-workout, which I have felt amazing. I didn't have any soreness. I had to miss last week's class, and I have been struggling a lot this week. I've been trying to make up with doing yoga on YouTube, but those classes are not as long. I don't push myself because I feel like I need to be challenged, and when I'm not home, I'm just okay, lackadaisical. So on Sundays, I'll do a hot girl walk. Still try to get some type of movement in, but it's not high impact. This week, I kind of reversed what I do. Normally Thursdays are my active rest day, where I'll do yoga, kind of just go do cardio or something like that. I actually did a workout with Orange Theory. They had a capture the flag type specialty workout, and so I did that, and that took everything out of me. That was literally, I woke up, went to that class, and I closed my ring, and I was like, I am done for the day. So I was just trying to convince myself to go to the gym and work out. But sometimes you have to listen to your body and just know when you're supposed to take breaks and push yourself just a little bit extra. Getting into the first workout, this is going to be my first back day of the week. This is typically my Monday workout, or your day 1 if you want to start your days on Sunday. This is my heaviest out of the 2 back days, as I deadlift these days, so I know not everyone likes deadlifting. I like to give myself a challenge. I got bored in the gym and I was just like, I need something else. What can I do? And it was deadlifting. crazy, I know. But I really like starting my workouts. Like I'll flip-flop throughout the year. Starting my workout, starting my week with deadlifts, or ending my week with deadlifts. So if I changed and dropped down to one back day a week, I'll switch my deadlifts to a leg day and make it like that Friday, Saturday leg day. So it's super risky, like starting my week with deadlifts, especially because in December I hurt myself. I threw my back out deadlifting actually. So it's very risky for me to be doing that. But I just kind of really listen to my body. It's been setting my weeks up for success, I have to say. If I have a successful deadlift day, like I feel like my body's like fine-tuned for the weekend. It's like, all right, the hardest part is done. I'm not pushing till Friday, and then like by Friday I'm dragging and I'm not pushing myself. But it also just like really allows me just to like make adjustments as needed. So the first one is deadlifting. We're doing about 4 sets of 5 here. We're doing like moderate weight because we're in a cut. I'm also fasting, so I workout fasted. So everything here is going to be kind of like that moderate to heavy weight. If I can push myself, I'll push myself. If I can't, I can't. The first exercise outside of deadlifts is going to be the barbell bent over rows. Let me tell you, I found these one day and I have never looked back. I think I found these like 2 to 3 years ago, and they never leave my regimen. We're just starting with the deadlifts and the bent over rows, so that's all the barbell work we're going to do. Then we're going to move over to the cable machine for the rest of the workout. And we have just 3 more exercises. My workouts are not super long workouts. The first exercise on the cable machine is going to actually be a superset. So we're going to do face pulls in single arm rows. With the face pulls, we're really just focusing on time under tension. So really kind of pulling it back, holding it for a second, and then releasing it forward. I don't straighten my arms out all the way because I just think that I want to keep those muscles engaged as much as possible. Then we're going to switch over to the rows, and you'll see that I'm wanting this is like an exercise that you want the muscles to be lengthened. So I'm kind of overextending in the movement when I kind of come back to when I release and then when I pull back. The last movement of the day is going to be rear delt flies. I don't always do this movement like this on the cables. Normally I do them like one hand unilateral and do them one at a time, but there wasn't that many people in the gym today, so I didn't mind taking up space. So this is another one, time retention, keeping it engaged, not fully letting that muscle relax. This one was a tough one this time, doing it like this. It's been a while since I did it with like 2 arms at the time. So this is definitely like a really great finisher to the workout. Alrighty, so day 2 is gonna be the next workout, which is gonna be my first leg day of the week. It's gonna be a glute and hamstring focused workout. This is only a 4 exercise workout. I find that when I limiting my exercises to like 4 to 6, my workouts to 4 to 6 exercises has been beneficial in this last couple months of me feeling like I'm really getting quality movement, focusing on quality movement, moving good weight, and seeing good progress. So you'll notice that there's kind of a pattern. I go to like 4 to 5, maybe even 6 exercises in each workout. So the first one is going to be a hip thrust series. I call this a hip thrust series because it's going to be basically 2 types of hip thrusts not back to back. You're not doing them in a superset, but completing one and then going to the next. So the first one is going to be a paused hip thrust. We really want to focus on the tempo here. So more is like a 3-3-2. So it's like 1, 2, 3 to lower, 1, 2, 3 to bring the weights back up, and then holding for 2 seconds at the top and kind of repeating. I found that this kind of really has helped me with my glute growth a lot, and just really making sure I'm engaging and not letting the quadriceps or the hamstrings take over. So the next in this series is going to be a cast glute bridge. This is the one that everyone feels like they're doing wrong. Even I was like, oh my gosh, like looking around, like, am I doing this wrong today? But that is the purpose behind them. We want to limit the range of motion with the which allows for less engagement of the quads and the hamstrings. So these are like perfect for the ladies who say that they always feel their hip thrusts in their hamstrings or in their quads. Just limit your range of motion. 1, go down in weight. 2, limit your range of motion and see if there's any difference. These ones, there's no tempo to it. It's just kind of knocking them out, getting to that limited range, and then kind of pushing back up through. Then we're going to finish off with a superset of B stands, RDLs, and dumbbell sumo squats. First, you're going to start off with the B stance RDLs, kind of doing like the shape of a B, lowercase b. I saw someone explain it like that, and I was like, oh, I'm stealing that. You want your feet to be positioned in like the shape of a lowercase like B, so kind of like having more, you want to have like 90% of your weight in that forward leg, and just kind of hinging at the hips, slight bend in the knee, and perfecting that and performing that exactly how you would with a normal RDL. And then you're gonna finish off with dumbbell sumo squats, which is one of those exercises that was like deep in the catalog, and I just kind of forgot about it. And I was like, ooh, this kind of feels good. Like, let's do this today. So we did that, and we finished off. Okay, so like I said, day 3 was a day at Orange Theory. So I did not record. I was kind of more so my active day. I did come home and eventually do yoga, I think, that night. Just did like 30 minutes of stretching at home. Day 4 is going to be a push day. So when you hear people say push, they're referring to chest, triceps, and shoulders. That is what a push day is. My push days kind of vary on what I want to focus on that week. So this week I really wanted to kind of focus on shoulder emphasis, because my back day I was taking out my second back day, I knew I was going to be taking out a lot of my shoulder exercises. So I was like, come on, let's do a little bit of shoulder emphasis. And I hadn't really hit just shoulders in a minute. So this workout is just focusing on 6 exercises, primarily with all dumbbells. We have 1 cable exercise in here. The first one is going to be seated shoulder press. Absolutely love this one. I like to set my chair up just slightly back, or bench like slightly back on like that first one. I don't like it just straight up and down. There is some science behind this. I think I saw something a couple of years ago. We're going for 4 sets of 10 reps. I increased the weight on the 3rd set, so I started with 20, or I think I started with 20s, 25s for the first 2 sets, and then I finished off with 30s for the last 2 sets. The next exercise is going to be a superset. Every workout I think this week has a superset in it. I kind of just like threw that in there. So you'll kind of notice there's also a pattern. I have 1 superset as well. This one is going to be an incline bench press, and we're going to complete 4 sets of 8. I lean this one back to kind of like midway on the bench. This is one of my favorite exercises for upper body and for chest. I really enjoy incline bench press. And then we're gonna switch over, giving yourself minimal rest. Like I literally just like kind of drop the weights, pick up the next set of weights, and then go. We're gonna do front raises. So as you can see, I dropped significantly from I think 25 to 30 pounds to 10 pounds for this one. Probably could have done 15, but honestly, looking back at this video, I didn't really like my form here, so I'm glad I stayed at 10. I would have definitely slowed down. I am engaging my core, but it looks like I'm just like swinging the weights up and down. So I incorporated it in here just to kind of show you guys what not to do. I'm gonna record this again, and I will give you guys a proper way to do these. So we're coming up to the middle of the workout. We're going to continue doing shoulders. So we are gonna hit lateral raises, working through a good tempo here. We're gonna have a slight bend in the elbows, slightly in forward of us too. We don't want them just straightly out to the sides. We're gonna complete 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, and then we're gonna switch over to up rows, which is also another one of my favorite shoulder exercises. I just think shoulder day in general is just like, I could do a whole day of just shoulders, to be honest with you guys. You want your hand placement a little farther than shoulder width apart to get through the full range of motion. We're doing 3 sets of 12 reps here, and then we're gonna move on to the cable machine. So this one, we're finally going to target the triceps. We're just going to do 1 exercise for the triceps. I personally don't like overhead tricep rows or push downs with a dumbbell. I feel like I don't work through the proper range of motion. So I like to do them on the cable machine. Just kind of gives me more of a challenge, and I feel like I'm actually doing them properly. And now if someone wants to teach me or has any tips or has seen anyone who it's like a breakdown on how to do them, I will switch over. I'm easy to convince. I just need to make sure that I feel confident in myself in doing it properly. The key focus is to make sure we're locking in those elbows at the waist and really just establishing that mind muscle connection to those triceps, and just not letting the focus on them lengthening without trying to recruit the biceps to pull your elbows down. So if you're new to training upper body or incorporating a push day into your workout, I would highly suggest this workout. This workout is amazing, and because you can like kind of move around and come back to things, you don't have to like complete it in the order that I just did. So typically if I'm like kind of feel fatigued and sore in my shoulders, what I'll do is I'll start with the shoulder chest press, and then I'll go and do the triceps, or Then I'll go and do the incline dumbbell and the frontal raises, and then I'll go and do the tricep push downs, and then I'll come back and finish with the lateral raises in the upright rows. Or you can not do the superset and do just the chest press, then go and do the triceps, and then come back and do the shoulders. Or, you know, just like, it's a very easy one because you can move around and like it's dumbbell focused, so you can always come back to the dumbbell rack if you want to do something on the triceps or on the cable machine. Or you can switch and do some of these exercises on the cable machine and then come back to the dumbbells. Or, you know, it's just a good one that you can kind of like fluctuate and move around. Right, we are almost there. We are coming up on day 5, which is going to be our second back day of the week. This one I try to focus on a lot of unilateral stuff, or like the fine tuning. I'm not lifting too heavy. I'm not doing movements that are recruiting everything, you know, my lower legs, my core. Everything kind of incorporates your core, but not like a deadlift or not like a bent over row. So everything is going to be highly kind of machine based today. So I did not record my warm-up, which was high pulls or high rows. It's a machine. The machine at my gym is just like, there's always so many people around it, and I just hate recording over there. If I can get in there in a day where there's no one in there, I will, and try to record it for you guys. But we won't even think about that exercise today. So for the first exercise, we're going to do another series. You're going to do close, they're not back to back. You're going to finish 4 sets and then go into the next 4 sets. You're going to start with wide grip lat pull downs. So you're going to take a wide bar, kind of pull those down. We're roughing those out for 4 sets of 8, again at a moderate to heavy weight. Really increasing. Progressive overload is key. So really progressing through the weights and without compromising your form. Then we're going to switch over to a close grip pull down with a smaller handlebar. This is going to more so focus on getting a recruitment of the biceps with the back instead of just kind of really focusing on that lats. Then we're going to switch over to the cable bar. So we're going to kind of like bounce around a little bit today. Then we're going to be switching over to the cable machine, and we're going to do like low rows. I really like this because this one I guess is really kind of, it's different than the bent over rows, I feel like, because you're recruiting a little bit more of that lower back. So I started doing these a couple weeks ago. I saw them on TikTok, I'm pretty sure, and I was like, let's try it, and I fell in love with them. Definitely really push you to the test. And to do bicep curls, so really just isolating this. So this one is a ladder, so we do 2 sets of 8, it's 3 sets total, 2 sets of 8 reps, and then 1 set of 6 reps, and you're supposed to increase the weight. Also because I was doing the easy bars go up by 10 pounds, normally I just like to go up by 5 pounds, so because I was just like, I don't even want to do the math, I don't want to calculate the math. And then we switched over to bent over rows with the dumbbell, went heavy here, got to grab the 40-pound dumbbell. Mind muscle connection, mind muscle like memory. I had to kind of dig deep in the book of exercises for this one. I did do core, so we'll see the core right now. So my core exercises really focus on deep core rather than doing a whole bunch of like movement, which kind of sounds crazy because then I do a whole bunch of movement. But my deep core exercises, I always do the same 3, and then I'll change up the 4th one. So the first 3 is always going to be a modified kettlebell swing, overhead marches, and around the world. I may have said those backwards, but you will get the gist. And then this week I've been incorporating in hanging leg raises. So I do 3 sets of 45 for the first 3 exercises, 3 or 4 sets of 45 seconds for the first 3 exercises, and then I'll do 3 or 4 sets of 10. Yeah, that is the core workout, at least those first 3 exercises. If I'm not feeling like doing my core, I will try to do at least 1 to 2 rounds of those first 3 exercises, just to really engage the core, especially since I am deadlifting throughout the week. I'm going to start bench pressing again, and I squat. Like, those are really good exercises to kind of just make sure that core is engaged and those muscles are activated. You can do this at the beginning of your workout, or you can do it at the end. It kind of just varies on when I do it. Like I said, it depends on how heavy do I plan on lifting that day. Do I feel like my core is already engaged? Like, how did my warm-up kind of feel and go? So that is my week of workouts. I hope I was able to teach you guys something. Hope you can incorporate something new into your workout, or hey, even adapt this workout program. This is something I love to do. Like, I've been training for years now, and I have been really like just kind of going like really just seeing how I feel and like really learning different things, how to do different things different ways. But yeah, this year I feel like I actually have like goals and trying to really achieve them. So I'm gonna try to do one of these like weekend workouts like every 6 weeks maybe. I don't change much. If you go back and watch my first one from this year, a lot of the stuff doesn't change. A lot of stuff that I'm doing doesn't change. Now it might change the reps, it might change the weight that I'm pushing might change, but other than that, I'm pretty much doing the same exercises, and that's where you want to get that progressive overload. That's how progressive overload comes in. That mind muscle connection really comes in heavy there. But yeah, if you want to tune in for the April challenge, let me know. Send me a message, DM me, and find me on Instagram, TikTok. It's going to be really a glute focused and back focused driven challenge with a lot of core work in there. Everyone's trying to tone up for the summer, so this will be perfect for you. Hey, even if you just want to watch and see how I kind of get through the challenge, and then do it in May. We're gonna have 30 days either way in each month. So yeah, but thanks for tuning in, and like, subscribe, drop some comments below. Is there anything that you learned in this video? Was there something that you've been doing and that you love we both incorporate into our workouts? Or even if like just where you're at in your journey. Are you starting? Are you beginning? Are you a pro at this, or what we consider pros at this? But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.